Money FM 89.3. Best of breakfast. Companies to watch.
All right, at time of the day where we take a look at what you need to be looking at more closely in terms of a potential shopping list in the stock market. And of course, we've got to welcome drug maker Dan today.
Oh, that's a good one, Ryan. Very,
Because it's all about drugs.
very on your feet today. Good morning. What do I call you today? Let's see. Red Ryan.
All right.
I'm sorry, today is not so good. I'm not on form. But anyways, welcome to Companies to Watch. That's a segment where we spotlight and stock you up with ideas of listed companies that will call for your attention. So we're looking at market trends to risks as well as hidden gems or warning signs to steer clear of. 8855-0893. Text us and tell us whether you think it's going to be hard or not. Okay, Ryan. Are you a huge fan of like TCM treatments?
Sometimes, not.
Herbal medicines?
It works sometimes, especially when I have a cough or when I need deep tissue massage. So, yeah.
Right. So you've, I believe, gone through some acupuncture sessions.
I have to mixed results.
Mixed results. Well, I mean, to each his own, right? Yes, we're turning over our attention to, I would call it a TCM company of sorts, but something that's technically known as a biotech stock that's focused on herbal medicine, which has experienced a surge by more than 64,000% so far this year. And yet, Ryan, here's a caveat. The company itself had made zero revenue, much less turned a profit.
Yeah, so I was a bit puzzled when we picked this company. So, Regencell Bioscience Holdings, I have never heard of this company before.
Me neither.
But apparently it's doing pretty good. In the stock market, at least, 64,000% rise this year.
Yeah.
Without making any money. What's going on?
So, anyways, yes, we're going to talk a little bit more about this particular biotech stock, which has, went from a penny stock as recently as April to one worth nearly $30 billion in market value. The company just a year ago had a market capitalization of $53 million. So from $53 million to $30 billion in a year, that seems like quite a feat, isn't it? So that's even despite the company having reported a net loss of $4.4 million for its fiscal year that ended in June 2024, a 28% decrease from the previous year. Shares of the company have been on a bizarre 640-fold tear in 2025, with little to no news from the firm. So here's what they do. Now, Regencell is incorporated in the Cayman Islands, and it aims to treat neurological diseases such as ADHD and autism spectrum disorders. That's through traditional medicines made from herbs. Now, the company's traditional Chinese medicine formula only contains natural ingredients and no synthetic components, and that basically forms the basis of its products.
Okay.
So the company has also, tried some works into the COVID-19 treatment. Back in 2022, Regencell Bioscience conducted trials to treat COVID-19 through a holistic approach with its experimental therapy. And while the company did say that it could reduce the symptoms of COVID in 6 days, the company's trial data is yet to be verified through a peer review. And based on the recent filing back in October, the company has said that they have not generated revenue from any TCM formulae candidates or applied for any regulatory approvals, nor have distribution capabilities or experience or granted patents or pending patent applications that may never be profitable. So, for some reason, investors seem to be getting an investment case from the stock here. Do you see any?
I'm scratching my head here. So this is a company that has not made any money.
Nope.
It seems to be having maybe like a GameStop moment. A lot of people just jumping on board. It seems like it. A lot of people jumping on board. Just sending the stock price up into the sky. I'm looking at a chart. It really looks like a rocket taking off.
Yeah.
So you're looking at a market cap of around $36 billion. That's more than Lululemon, eBay, and Kraft Heinz. These are major giants who have been around for a long time, but this company is not even making money.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not even selling any products. So it's not even moving a finger. It's just going through an R&D process.
Okay.
So just recently as well, the company had a stock split. They approved for 38-4-1 stock split, Ryan. Shares rose 283% for their biggest one-day jump in nearly a year on a closing basis to a record high, triggering more than 10 volatility halts. And announced to enhance market liquidity and make shares more accessible. The split effectively increased the number of outstanding shares, which also raises the possibility of going through another rocket surge in the stock price. So while the stock split doesn't exactly change the underlying value of the stock, it appears that it does make it a lot more affordable to a wider range of retail investors. And this might, bring some new buyers in. So a reason for the company's strong stock movement is the smaller number of shares available for trading. Out of Regencell's total 500 million outstanding shares, only 30 million are available for trading, which basically means about 6% of the available shares. Now, in comparison, Apple's 98% shares are available for trading, and for Tesla, the corresponding number is 87%.
All right. So it's a bit of a liquidity kind of issue here, or at least the size is disproportional in terms of the trading.
Yes, that's exactly right. Now, the remaining company shares are owned by the insiders, the company's CEO Yat Gai Ao, who owns 86% of the company. So it does seem like, in one way or another, he's still getting investors to pull in some cash to put into the company. And in the biotech world, we know that getting government approval is a huge deal. And as, Regencell moves closer to potentially getting these approvals for its treatments, investors are betting that, the value would increase later in hopes of, Regencell getting approvals and being able to commercialize their drugs.
Okay.
And to hopefully just put into practice and put where
there
the
is
money
the
is
argument, right? So Regencell's in the space of alternative treatments, particularly TCM approaches towards ADHD, autism. We did get a new approach of sorts with Robert F. Kennedy Jr. As Secretary of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. So maybe part of that story comes from how folks are trying to price in changes towards Regencell getting a tailwind of sorts.
Yeah, certainly so. But as of now, it just seems like a lot of rumors just pushing the price up higher. And on that note, the approval process still remains unpredictable, which adds risk to investing in the stock. I don't know about this one, Ryan. To be honest, I feel like the verdict for me, I might go with possibly a not.
Okay. I'm going to join you there. So I'm very nervous about how it looks like on the chart. So very roller coaster-like, almost huge spike up without the fundamentals I'm usually comfortable with.
Exactly. It seems like this is certainly based on a lot of speculation and hope. So as of the 18th of June, it seems like TipRanks, Yahoo, and Barron's are all also giving it a hold to a sell rating. And that would pretty much wrap it for our analysis of today's stock in focus, Regencell Bioscience Holdings. Okay, right. Here's some fun facts about Regencell Bioscience Holdings. Did you know that in a gesture that underscores his commitment to the company's long-term success, its CEO Yat Gai Ao has taken a symbolic and annual salary of just $1. That's contingent upon the company's market capitalization reaching $1 billion. That's a milestone that's been surpassed. So now you would think how much he would actually take out of that. I think it was, $53 billion that they are at now? Oh, no, $30 billion in market value there.
Most of his wealth is tied to his stock price.
Yeah, it does seem like that. So why can't you trust acupuncture specialists?
Something about being sharp? I'm not sure.
Because they always stab you in the back.
Okay,
so even if you don't notice any improvement from acupuncture, you can't say it's pointless, right? And that's all we have for Regencell Bioscience Holdings.
Before acting on the information on Money FM, please consider if it's suitable for your own investment objectives, financial situation, and risk tolerance. To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.